You offer them popcorn?
God. My name is Kendra. This is my brother Ethan. Today we at Tennessee Valley Museum.
The 5228. So you think this train's small or big?
And that was 277. 274.
Uh-huh. You see the train tracks? What you think that's made out of?
Wood and metal.
Wood and metal? Okay.
And this wood.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Keep walking, keep running to the left way.
Okay.
Dad, you told me they did not have that.
I didn't think they did.
And welcome to the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum at our Missionary Bridge Local. Our second trip for the day. This is only our second weekend. We've had our steam locomotives back out in operation. Steam locomotives are taken offline temporarily for the winter so we can get those up and ready. When you have a steam locomotive, largest, take longer trips, we take you right by where they are buried. All those men aside for James Andrews and 2 other men buried there are the first recipients of the Medal of Honor in U.S. history. Of course, Chattanooga thrives. Very strategically important in there. Those reigns over the course of history.
Hey, can you look at the river?
First was in 1867. Yeah, we're traveling over the top of about 60 feet of the South Chickamauga Creek. But lining up with the original is the 1880s bridge piers. You see our famous goose that come Brisbane Passenger. They're riding on a lightweight coach built by the Buck Company. The Buck Company was synonymous with building those type of coaches.
Falling back slowly.
Lighter weighted material. It was built originally in 1947 for the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Railroad.
It's your first time on the
Heard
train?
of Alcoa, Tennessee. Your coaches,
That's a long drop.
yellow and gray, would be the same paint scheme, and hopefully
If you want
in
to
the next few years they will be likewise painted in that same scheme.
We're going to the tunnel.
There you go.
Look at it.
Southern double tracks. You still have to contend with a single coil, only one train at a time that pass through this ridge. Now when we come out into the light on the other side of the East Chattanooga portal, those of you on your right will notice the only thing left will be 2-story beam tower structure. Since you know the steep terrain on both sides, notice that Sherman's Union Army attacks the ridge here. Again, you guys picked a wonderful weekend to come out. This is only the second weekend of
Steam. We just brought our steam locomotive back out last weekend. We do have 2 operations that just as soon as you get a steam locomotive up and running, the clock begins on how much time or service hours or service days. And of course, a short line operation briefly operating there. This turntable was abandoned in the early 1980s. The museum was able to acquire it and install it here. Now, 2 wonderful reasons to have our turntable located here. Number 1, we can demonstrate it. How do we access Northwest Georgia to Chickamauga or to Somerville? Well, you may have noticed that line that continues down the hill as we came into the yard. That's the old belt line. This is a turntable that's about 80 tons. It's about 80 feet long, and that's right around 160 tons of locomotive. Now, originally, they were having to turn that amount of weight around by hand before turntables were motorized. In the table, right? General concept of what we have is we're rolling down the tracks here in a few moments. And again, those have to meet that rail. And of course, so you have to have your locomotive balanced for it to be able to do that. And you see that one, that lead wheel there is not even touching it this time. So see, just enough to be able to find that and be able to swing it around. So talking about the 630 again, it's 117 years old. Built in 1904, still operating today after being rebuilt, hand fire. You have a true fireman up there shoving the coal in from the firebox to the tender. It's a 280, but based upon the wheel arrangement. Start counting wheel sets. Allows you to know the wheel arrangement. This is a KS1 consolidated 280 locomotive. There's only 2 left that were built for the Southern Railway. This is one, and the other is over at the Smoky Mountains Railroad in 722. The only ones that weren't scrapped.
Train ride. What's your favorite part thus far? The tunnel? I think the tunnel is my favorite too. The darkness. Just into the tunnel. And the other cabin had these lights on. It's like the little LED lights.
Yeah, maybe they
Gave them like a little. How about the turntable? You know when they turn the train around?
But we wasn't on it.
We weren't on it, but we saw it turn. Ethan, you good? Oh, okay. We out of the tunnel. I enjoyed the tunnel. So we on the way back. Yeah. I got the most popcorn eating children I've ever seen in my life. They get it from their mother. I don't eat popcorn as much. Your granddad do though. And your grandmother, your mom.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Look at how popcorn the entire trip.
I'm good.
Ethan, how you like the train?
Train. Say choo choo.
Can you say choo choo one more time? Would you do this again, KJ?
Yeah. Can we do it tomorrow?
Nah. We'll try to come back in May hopefully when Thomas the train is here. That's will be our goal.
Thomas.
Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna be, but we can always give it a shot.
Train on my iPad.
Ethan, what you think about the choo-choo train?
Choo-choo.
I gotcha. Still eat popcorn, huh?
Ethan.
I gotcha.
Turn now over to get to the hotel.
You offer them popcorn?
Guys, instead of he's saying popcorn, he be saying popcorn.
Yep, he says popcorn.
Popcorn. He trying to give you some his popcorn.
Popcorn that good to you?
Popcorn good to me. Look at those big old sticks.
Yeah.
They got big old sticks. I don't think I can pick up those sticks because they really heavy and big. And I don't think I could take them out of the ground because they big old sticks. I wonder if nice or cut wood. Can they?
You said could they chop the wood down? I'm quite sure they can, but we're trying to stop deforestation, you know? We need to keep some of our trees.
Now we're crossing South Chickamauga Creek one last time, which means we are approaching Grand Junction Station and our stop.
Oh, we jumped on the
Thank
rock.
you for riding with us today here at the
We
Railroad
jumped
Museum.
on the
I
rock.
think riding over the creek is probably one of my favorites.
One more time. Also, just as a reminder, just as soon as we get our steamboat.
Bye, friends.